Most people use AI wrong. Today, I'll show you how I turn a single prompt into a real app that can actually make money. No fluff, no fake demos, just the real process. Welcome back. Today, we're diving into a complete workflow where I'll show you how to build a profitable app from pure scratch. It all starts with a solid plan. Here inside Google Keep, I've outlined a strict structure to generate unique tool ideas. We're not just looking for random concepts. We need specific, practical tools that solve real problems. Now, let's head over to our interface to start this up. I'm copying this detailed prompt which forces the AI to think like a startup founder, focusing on viral potential and real value. Once we run that, look at the output here. We get 5 distinct, high-quality app concepts. Notice the focus. No fluff, just execution-ready ideas. First up is Clip-to-Cache AI, perfect for video creators. It automatically detects viral moments and exports shorts, saving huge time. Next is LeadReply AI, targeting local businesses losing sales on leads. It uses context-aware automation to reply instantly, boosting conversions. Then we have Content Reactor, ideal for founders here. This turns a single idea into a week's worth of posts automatically for us. Now I need to choose a direction. The prompt gives me options to rank these or go deep. I'm going to choose the fourth option, generating a master prompt to build the full app. We're going with LeadReply AI because it has the clearest path to monetization. Let's move to the next phase. Here is the production-level master prompt that we need now. This instructs the AI to be a senior engineer. Note the strict tech stack, vanilla.js only, keeping it light. For the actual coding phase, we are switching to Perplexity AI to handle the heavy lifting. I'll set up a new thread here to ensure a clean start. I'm selecting Claude 4.5 Sonnet since it is the best for coding tasks now. Before we prompt, I want some visual inspiration first. I'm searching for a clean mobile UI. We need something modern. This grid looks perfect for our new tool now. I'll simply copy this image to use as a style reference. Now back to Perplexity to combine everything together. First, I need to grab that master prompt we generated. I'm pasting it in with a very strict command. Build it perfectly, no explanations allowed. I'm also adding a specific instruction for the UI. I want the AI to analyze the design style I found and replicate that exact look and feel for our new application. Crucially, I'm telling it to ignore the text in the image and focus only on the aesthetics. Now, let's paste that image right in. With the text prompt and the visual reference loaded, the AI has full context to build it. It is analyzing the attachment now. This multimodal approach is powerful because it bridges the gap between written requirements and visual design expectations. Notice it's also reviewing sources. It's checking for the latest font awesome CDN and material design principles to ensure the code is up to date and totally valid. Here's the plan. It identified a mobile-first minimalist style with soft pastel gradients. It's planning for pill-shaped buttons and clean card architecture. This is why we provided the image. It eliminates guesswork for the design system. And here comes the code. It's generating a single file solution with the CSS embedded. You can see the gradient definitions and card styles right here. It's building out the entire structure. We have the lead screen with filter tabs, all new hot, which is great for organization. It's also adding the modal logic for adding new leads and upgrading plans. Since we requested a production-ready app, it's not just making a shell. It's including the functional forms, input fields, and placeholders for notifications. It is writing a massive amount of code here to ensure that every single interactive element is included. It hit the character limit, which is normal for a project this size. I just need to click Continue to let it finish writing the JavaScript logic. While that finishes, I'll grab the first part of the code. Now part 2 is ready. This contains the JavaScript logic, the brain of the app. It handles state management, pricing templates, and automation settings. It's absolutely crucial that we append this code correctly here. I'm scrolling down to the bottom of my file and pasting part 2 right after part 1. This gives us one complete file ready to run. No complex build steps needed here. Let's launch it. I'm opening app HTML directly in the browser to test. First look, the dashboard is clean, but it's stretched out because we are on a desktop screen. Remember, we designed this specifically for mobile. So I'm opening Developer Tools and switching to the Device toolbar. Let's select a Pixel 7 to see the real view. Now that is beautiful. Look at those cards, the colors, the spacing. It perfectly matches that inspiration image we found. The upgrade prompt is prominent, great for monetization. Let's test the core feature. I'm adding a new lead via WhatsApp. I'll enter some dummy data here to see if it saves. I click Add Lead, and nothing happens. The modal closed, but the list is empty. Okay, let's check navigation. I'm clicking Settings. The Profile section looks good, drop-downs work, but I need to know why that lead didn't appear in the list. Back to the dashboard. The activity log is also empty. This confirms we have a bug. The UI is perfect, but the logic isn't connecting. This is a common part of the process, so let's debug it right now and fix it. I'm checking the console tab, and there it is. Uncaught type error. Cannot read properties of null. This usually means the JavaScript is trying to manipulate an element that doesn't exist yet or isn't being selected correctly. I'll copy this error back to the AI. I'm telling it. I'm getting this error when switching screens. I am not guessing the fix. I am letting the engine analyze the code it wrote for us right here now. It found the issue immediately. The switch screen function is trying to access class list on a null element. Basically, when I click a button, it's not passing the button element correctly to the function. It's providing a rewritten switch screen function. It also noticed a similar issue in the show profile function. This is why we paste the error. It is so precise. The fix is smart. It now safely checks if the element exists before trying to change its class. It also completely cleans up how the active state is handled for navigation buttons. I'm copying this new block of JavaScript. We need to replace the old broken functions with these robust ones in our file here. It also points out that we need to update the HTML for the bottom navigation. The on-click events need to pass this so the JavaScript knows which button was clicked. I'll make sure to update that part. Back in V's code, I'm using Ctrl+F to find the bottom navigation section. It's better to search than scroll, so we don't miss the exact spot we need to edit. We want to be precise with these replacements. First, I'm replacing the HTML block. Done. Now let's go find those JavaScript functions. I'll search for switch screen. There it is. I'm highlighting the old switch screen, update bottom nav, and show profile functions, basically that whole chunk that was causing issues, and pasting in the fixed code. I'm double-checking indentation to keep it clean. It looks like we also need to update the filter leads function to ensure the tabs work correctly too. I will replace that as well. Just a few more tweaks here. This is the reality of AI coding. It gets you 95% of the way there, but you must be the pilot for that critical last 5%. Let's review the new logic. Switch screen now handles visibility toggles cleanly. Show profile correctly routes us to settings. And filter leads now safely handles event targets. This modular structure is great because if we want to add more features later, we know exactly where to plug them in. It's clean, readable, and bug-free. Back to the browser, I'll refresh. Now let's try to add a lead again. I'm filling out the form, clicking Add Lead right now. Boom, the lead is added. The Automation tab handles smart replies. We can set delays and adjust the business tone right here. And this is the real takeaway. AI won't replace you, but someone using AI better than you will. If you want more videos where I break down real app ideas, AI workflows, and monetization strategies step by step, make sure you subscribe. Drop a comment if you want the exact prompts I used, or if you want a part 2 where we turn this into a real SaaS with payments. The tools are here. The advantage is execution. I'll see you in the next one.